take care of the ball better and continue to find opportunities. They hadn't turned it over. And then when their gimmick plays ran out, I thought we played pretty good defense.
I don't even know how the NFL is functioning right now, because this season isn't football anymore. It's pure chaos on national television. Every single day, something breaks that makes you stop and say, what did I just hear? And today's shocker, Mike Vrabel just lit the fuse. Out of nowhere, he took a direct shot. And of course, it's aimed straight at the guy who's been testing the patience of every Browns fan alive, Kevin Stefanski. Vrabel didn't sugarcoat a thing. He called him a gimmick coach. Yeah, you heard that right. Gimmick coach.
But I'm telling you right now, this the real thing.
October 26th, Patriots versus Browns. A game that had everything except, you guessed it, Stefanski's offense actually showing up when it mattered. Smash that like if you're ready to unleash Shedeur. Drop SS100 in the comments if you believe he's our future. Now, here's how it went down, Dog Pound. Cleveland came out swinging in the first quarter. They looked alive. Drives were crisp, execution was clean, yards were coming on the ground and through the air. They even punched in an early touchdown to grab the lead. Browns fans were feeling it. Finally, some hope. But hold up. Before we start celebrating, let's keep it real. Was that really a strong start? Or was it just another perfectly executed, scripted opening drive? You know, the one they spend all week rehearsing? The one that falls apart the second they have to go off script? Because that's exactly what happened. Once that script ran out, the Browns' offense disappeared like it was never there. It's 2025, and we're still watching this team collapse after the first 15 plays. That's not football, that's a magic trick, and not even a good one. Now, before the Cleveland faithful come from my throat, I get it. You wanted to believe. You needed that spark. But hope doesn't win football games, Dog Pound. Smart strategy wins. Good drafts win. Quarterbacks who can deliver beyond the opening script win. And the Patriots? They knew. From kickoff, they knew exactly what they were dealing with. A gimmick team running gimmick plays. They sat back, let Cleveland burn through their rehearsed drives, and then dominated. And Mike Vrabel? He saw it too. Was his gimmick coach comment shocking? Not really. It's what everybody's been thinking, but too polite to say out loud. Vrabel just said the quiet part loud. And honestly, the way instant karma hit after that comment surfaced was absolute cinema. The Browns put on a full-on circus act, and Vrabel didn't miss. He was waiting for this moment. He left the Cleveland coaching staff humiliated, the quarterback exposed, and the fans, once again, drowning in disappointment. But here's the real question, Dog Pound. Is Kevin Stefanski actually a gimmick coach? And more importantly, why is this man so universally hated? Is it deserved? Is it overblown? Or, and hear me out, is he not hated enough? For a lot of people watching this train wreck, the hatred is perfectly calibrated. Not too much, not too little, just right. Because this isn't just about one game. This isn't some isolated incident. Stefanski's decisions have kept the Browns on the edge of a cliff for years now. His choices are becoming impossible to justify. And no, this isn't some propaganda campaign for Shedeur Sanders. This is about bad drafting, worse decision-making, and an ego so massive it's threatening to bury one of the most talented rosters in the league.
Now, Stefanski, you got to get fired. Because imagine a world where your quarterback is better than you. Imagine a world where your quarterback is more desired than you. The fan base already gravitates towards Shedeur Sanders. The world gravitates towards Shedeur Sanders. Does he have his haters? Absolutely. But jersey sales gravitate towards Shedeur Sanders. There's not a world now where Shedeur can go ball and Kevin Stefanski can continue to be the coach.
Now let's talk about Dillon Gabriel. Credit where it's due. The kid showed up in the first quarter. He led the offense well during those scripted drives. His touchdown pass gave Cleveland that early 7-3 lead. He executed the game plan cleanly. But here's the thing about high-pressure NFL football. It demands more. Once the script ends, you need a quarterback who can adapt, who can make plays when the defense adjusts, who can win when things get messy. And Gabriel? He's not there yet. He's a rookie who's been thrown into the fire without a lifeline. Is that his fault? Absolutely not. The real blame falls squarely on the coaching staff, specifically the coach who still hasn't figured out what's going wrong. Which brings us to Shedeur Sanders. And no, we're not rehashing what everyone already knows. His talent is undeniable. His college dominance speaks for itself. But here's what nobody can explain. Why was he replaced by Dillon Gabriel in the first place? What was going through management's heads? Because if you think this was just a routine rotation or some innocent depth chart decision, you're not paying attention. And please, don't feed me that tired, he's injured excuse. He's not. Shedeur's made that crystal clear himself.
Gabriel looked like Dillon Gabriel. His luck finally ran out with the picks. He also gave up a safety. Chris, I've seen enough. I said I've seen enough last week. But if Shedeur can't stay healthy, you're going to get him on the field. I don't know.
This decision raises massive questions. Questions about team strategy, about management accountability, about the real reasoning behind these quarterback choices. The message it sends to players and fans alike is damaging Cleveland's credibility with every passing week. And until management comes clean and explains this madness, the speculation will grow, the frustration will boil over, and the hatred towards Stefanski, it'll keep building. Because let's be honest, this feels personal. Why would a coach risk a young quarterback's entire career by benching him in his prime for a rookie? If there were no better options available, fine. If Shedeur was actually injured, I'd defend Stefanski to the death. But that's not reality. The reality is Shedeur has the skill, the composure, the football IQ, and the proven ability to lead this team. So benching him doesn't just raise eyebrows. It makes the entire football world stop and ask what's really happening behind closed doors. It's one thing to stick to a game plan. It's another thing entirely to sacrifice a player's development and momentum, especially when your alternative isn't clearly better. And that's why this has become unbearable to watch. Which is why the calls are getting louder. Stefanski needs to go.
But what Kevin Stefanski is telling all of us straight to our faces is that Dillon Gabriel is his guy, and he will never start Shedeur Sanders unless Dillon Gabriel can't play. He might even play Bailey Zappi before he plays Shedeur Sanders. He might go ask the Baltimore Ravens to trade back for Snoop Huntley before he plays Shedeur Sanders. He might even go ask the Bengals to trade Joe Flacco back so he can be the starter before he plays Shedeur Sanders. He might even go to the Raiders and get Kenny Pickett back before he plays Shedeur Sanders. The only way this Cleveland Browns team gets better this season or into next year is if Kevin Stefanski is not there.
Because right now, the only voices defending Stefanski's decision to bench Shedeur are a handful of radio personalities on 92.3 The Fan. And even that support feels manufactured, scripted, like they're reading from a teleprompter instead of speaking from the heart.
92 The Fan is, they kind of be pushing an agenda. Like, that's what I don't get. Like, their media structure is like weird as hell. It's like one person on the show hates Shedeur, the other person gotta like Shedeur. It seems.
So here we are, Dog Pound, waiting, watching, wondering what's next in this circus. Because I've got a feeling something even spicier is on the horizon. And when it drops, you better believe we'll be here to break it down. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss a single second of this chaos. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with Mike Vrabel? Is Kevin Stefanski a gimmick coach? Or are we all just watching the same tragedy unfold for the 100th time? Let's hear it, Dog Pound. Peace.